Hey guys, so it's been a couple months. I apologize for the video quality today. My phone's pretty much dead, so I'm letting that recharge. Usually I would be using that, but today I'm just using my laptop. Um, it's funny. Cassie's been gone. She's been in Minnesota visiting her family for the last few days. She comes back on Sunday, which is in a couple days. But I've been just kind of having fun, just watching movies, playing a little bit of, doing a little bit of gaming, um, and stuff like that. But I've been cooking and cleaning as well. But in the process of doing that, when I'm sitting here and just browsing on my laptop, I had been curious. So most of you know that I'm born and raised in Arizona. I spent the first 10 years of my life here. Well, in the process of that, I made a lot of friends and I made a lot of memories with those friends. And I have been wondering if there was a way to search through yearbooks and get to maybe reconnect with these people. And so in the process, I searched on Google, and Google took me to classmates.com. And I signed up for an account. And they asked me what high school I went to. And I said Westview High School. Now, I didn't actually go to Westview High School. I actually started in the elementary school at Garden Lakes. And so I said in my profile, hey, look, I didn't go to Westview High School, but I know people that are in my class of 2004 that I would know that would be going to the high school. And had it been for me moving away because my parents divorced, I probably would be at Westview High School. And so I was looking through, and I remembered reconnecting with a classmate from my childhood several years ago, and I never got a chance to talk to him again. And so I reconnected with him today, actually, and we're kind of reminiscing right now on things we used to do when we were a kid and whatnot, and it was really cool to see. And I just think back to all these memories that are flooding my mind, and I can't help but pause and just think of all those memories and all the friends I had and how outgoing I was back then. Once my parents divorced, my mom's family's from Minnesota, so we went up there, and I spent the next 22 years there, from the time I was 10. And I didn't make very many friends in high school when I was up in Minnesota, and I had a couple, but it really wasn't until I was 21 that I decided I was able to be outgoing like I was when I was a kid, because it's almost like from the time I moved to Minnesota to the point till I turned 21, it was hard for me to make friends. I was shy. I was not outgoing. I had to kind of be a third wheel. And it wasn't like that when I was growing up here in Arizona. I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of memories. And then because we had to move, I think I lost some of that confidence. So I guess my point is, it's been really cool to go back and really relive some of these memories with one of my friends that I'm talking to now. It's really cool to see. And the fact that he remembers things about me, and that I mean, it's crazy how life is. You reconnect after 25 plus years. I never would have thought that. I mean, me and him were just talking today about getting together again, meeting up here in the next few weeks. He lives in the same area I lived in. Now, while it's about 40 minutes from me, hey, it's not every day you get to reconnect with a friend. And he was one of my good friends back then. Honestly, he was probably my best friend back then. We spent a lot of time hanging out and playing video games and hanging out at school. A lot of my memories of him were out of school, more at our each other's houses. But I know this sounds corny, but I miss my time here, the time that I spent here, and man, I have missed my friends from here. Now, we're all grown up, and he's the only one I really truly remember. I remember another guy, but everyone's pretty hazy beyond the person I'm in contact with and another person. But I'm all about. I've always been this way. I'm about making friends and keeping them and holding on to them, because there are friendships in your life that you will have that will last a lifetime. And the fact that he remembers me and I remember him, and we know each other's like past as far as when we hung out, and things that I would never thought he would have remembered, is amazing. It's awesome. It's truly awesome. So that's what I've been doing since I got home from work today. And talking to him, I've been doing a lot of stuff. Mainly just sitting here and trying to make a video, but every time I do, I get distracted with something else, namely my TV. I cut my finger the other day, sliced it open on a piece of glass. You can see it here. So what happened was I put my hand into a jar, and I didn't know there was a chipped glass on the inside that I didn't see, and so I accidentally swiped my finger, and it started gushing blood, and so it took about 20 minutes to half an hour to actually stop the bleeding after putting pressure on it. It's just at that weird joint where you bend your knuckle, so it acted like a flap cut. I took care of it, and then the next morning I ended up going to the urgent care because it wasn't staying shut, so I had them put some, I guess, tape. It's kind of like a tape gauze over it, and then it started healing. I didn't have anything at the time to really shut it. I thought they were going to actually do stitches, but they didn't. They said they couldn't because the wound was too soft because I had put Neosporin on the night before, so it was really, really soft, so it would be hard to do. So now it's healing though pretty well. It did crack a little bit this morning when I was at work, but not enough for it to reopen, luckily. I'm just kind of chatting here. Just going off and vent on anything. I'm excited. I'm excited to meet my old classmate. Someone that I've always remembered, and I still remember the day that I had to tell him I had to move away. At the time, again, I know all this is corny, and I know all this. I like to reminisce. I cherish my friendships, and I care about people in general. I remember he was upset because I had left. Because I not in a angry way, but just a sad way. He was upset, and I remember that day very vividly. I told him today I can't remember if I was moving back to the other side of the community we lived in, or if it was because I was moving to Minnesota. I couldn't remember if that was the case or not, because we lived in two different houses in Garden Lakes where I grew up. We lived on the main house, which we basically lived there for the majority of the time, but when we moved back from California for a small amount of time, we had to stay in another house, because we were renting out the current house, the house that we had been renting out. Let me stop. Let me reword this. We had moved back from California because of my dad's work. At the time when we moved to California, temporarily for like a year, we had put our house up for rent until we came back. And when we came back, the lease wasn't up for the people. The contract wasn't up for them to have to move out, so we had to wait. So in the meantime, we moved into another house and in Garden Lakes, and this is where I met my friend, and we stayed there for a little while. And then once the other house became available again, at some point, we moved back into that house. So I know that all sounds confusing and whatnot, but I just miss my friends from here, and I'm glad at least I can reconnect with one of them so far. And maybe in the future I'll reconnect more. You know what's funny, now that I think about it? I haven't told the story yet, but about a month and a half ago, I want to say it was early December, mid-December, I was working at Target, and this girl walks up to me and goes, she's coming through my checkout line, and she points to me and goes, "Garden Lakes?" Because she saw my name tag. And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "I feel like I know you." And she says, "Yep, and you do, because," and then I went on to say, "Yeah, I lived in Garden Lakes on Copenhagen Drive," and said, "You used to live across the street from me. We used to play in the Greenbelt together and all that." Believe her name was, I can't remember her name now, but I want to say it was Brandy. I want to say it was Brandy. Anyways, it's crazy. Like, these last few months I've been reconnecting with people, and I love it. Um, I didn't really reconnect with this person that came to Target, but she had been on my side of town, and she was just stopping at Target because of work, and it was just really cool to see. I'm really cool. Anyways, again, not a whole lot going on with me, other than these things I've been talking about. My dad is finally coming back from Dubai and retiring next month. So it's going to be the end of this month, but he'll be back in the U.S. starting March 1st. So that's kind of exciting. I mean, so me and my dad over the last, I don't know, year, our relationship has been 1,000 times better. I mean, I basically wiped the slate clean with him, and the way I used to treat him, the way I used to talk to him, all that was inexcusable. And I wanted to change that relationship. And it's like a normal relationship, a normal father and son relationship, and I like it a lot. Does he still bug me from time to time? Sure. Does he still kind of get on my nerves? Sure. But everyone does. And everyone does with each other. I probably annoy him, and it's life. But I'm happy we have a relationship now, because I don't want to regret not having a relationship with him of some sort that's good, because my dad is 70, and however much time he has left on this planet. Sounds stupid when I say that, but I don't want to regret it. And I don't want me and him to have the same kind of relationship he had with his parents, which was bad, and it never really got resolved in the end. And I told my dad I told myself when I was younger that I didn't want me to have the same relationship him and his parents had. I want it to be a good one. And since that point, I've been working hard to do that. It took a long time. It took probably, again, it happened within the last 2 or 3 years where me and him have gotten along great, So I'm happy. I'm happy to start fresh. Now that he's retiring, it's going to be easier to get together with him and make some memories. However long that is, that's up to God, but I'm thankful. And I just hope that he makes the most of the time that he has left, however long that may be. He's healthy and fine, but you can't regret the time. You can't regret the time that you may lose if you don't spend time with your parents. I think I said that right. I'm just trying to make sure I spend time with my parents. And my mom is actually coming next month as well. She's flying in from Minnesota with my stepdad, and that should be fun. She comes in about a week later than he does, but that's okay. So I don't know. I'm kind of just honestly like in this nostalgia mode right now, and so glad I got to reconnect with my friend from elementary school here in Phoenix. It's on the west side. City is Avondale, but Avondale is a suburb of Phoenix. So take it how you want it, but or how you like. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to meet up with my friend eventually. I'm excited for a lot of things. I don't got a whole lot to say right now, so kind of just rambling and ranting and whatever. Kind of nostalgia rant today. But I am excited for my dad to be home. I can't get back the years that me and my dad fought and argued and yelled at each other, but I certainly can make better memories and repair some of those repair some of those things, and we have, and it's awesome. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. It's kind of been a long day, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this rant of whatever this is. I've said this before, I don't plan these. I just come on here and talk with whatever is on my mind. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, like I said, so I say this all the time, but again, I don't do this for show. I don't try to get attention. That's not my thing here. It's just here to show my growth, because I've been here for 10 plus years here on YouTube, and I like to see my growth in my maturity and how I've grown as a person and all that. So I treat this YouTube channel as a time capsule, sorry. And if people watch, great. If they don't, I don't care. So I hope that all of you guys enjoyed the video. I hope all you guys are doing well, for whoever's watching. So anyways, guys, I'll be back eventually. Don't know when that will be, but we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening as always. Peace.